Welcome to our exploration of 1111, a number that many believe is not just a sequence of digits, but a significant spiritual signal. Today, we'll dive into the various aspects of 1111, discussing its historical roots, its role in numerology, and what it might mean for you personally if you frequently see this number. Whether you're a seasoned follower of numerological patterns or just curious about this phenomenon, this video is designed to provide a comprehensive understanding of why 1111 is considered unique and spiritually important. Let's start by looking at the historical significance of 1111. Throughout history, the number 1111 has appeared in various cultures and contexts, often regarded with a sense of mystery and reverence. In some ancient cultures, the number was seen as a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. This interpretation stems from the number's perfect symmetry and its association with balance and alignment. For example, in medieval times, the number 1111 was often related to mystical experiences and religious events, though we won't look into specific stories. Instead, let's consider how universally this number seems to appear at pivotal moments in history, aligning with significant historical shifts or events. This recurrence has led many to believe that there is more to this number than meets the eye, suggesting a deeper, almost predestined significance. Moving on to numerology, where 1111 takes on additional layers of meaning. Numerology is the study of numbers and their mystical or spiritual significance in our lives. In this context, 1111 is often viewed as a powerful number that symbolizes new beginnings, opportunities to move forward, and the chance to build new foundations in life. In numerology, the number 1 itself stands for independence, self-sufficiency, and self-determination. When this number is repeated 4 times, its power is believed to be magnified significantly. This amplification is thought to signal a powerful energy gateway, opening up a unique opportunity to manifest one's thoughts and intentions. Thus, when you see 1111, it's as if the universe is emphasizing the importance of your current thoughts or signaling a time to focus on your personal ambitions and desires. As we transition from the historical and numerological significance of 1111, let's look into a more spiritual interpretation of this number. Many people recognize 1111 as an angel number, which introduces a new layer of meaning to this already intriguing sequence. Angel numbers are sequences that you might see repeatedly, which many believe are a form of communication from celestial beings or the universe itself, aimed at providing guidance. When 1111 is seen frequently, it is often interpreted as a prompt to pay attention to your thoughts and feelings. It's as if your guardian angels or the universe are trying to communicate with you through these numbers. The common interpretation is that this number appears as a form of assurance, telling you to trust your current path or to be mindful of new opportunities. Seeing 1111 repeatedly might be a signal to focus on your inner world, ensuring that your thoughts align with your actions and true desires. While we don't attribute these experiences to specific individuals, the general consensus among those who study and follow angel numbers is that 1111 can act as a trigger for self-awareness and personal growth. It encourages individuals to reflect and ask themselves if they are moving in the direction that truly fulfills them. Considering the frequent appearances of 1111 and its potential meanings, it's also valuable to look at the psychological impact of encountering this number. For many, seeing a specific number repeatedly can trigger various psychological responses. These might range from curiosity and excitement to a profound sense of peace or contemplation. From a psychological perspective, noticing a recurring number like 1111 can activate what's known as the reticular activating system, RAS, in your brain. This is the part of the brain that helps filter out unnecessary information and brings your attention to what is deemed important. When you assign special significance to 1111, your RAS might begin to spot it more frequently, enhancing your awareness of its occurrence. And this heightened awareness can influence how you perceive your environment and experiences. For some, it reinforces the belief in a synchronized universe where nothing happens by chance. For others, it might spark a journey into personal inquiry and spiritual exploration, leading them to question deeper aspects of their life's purpose and direction. The psychological impact of 1110 is not just about seeing a number, it's about how this perception influences your behavior and thinking patterns. Whether you view 1111 as a sign of divine guidance or a meaningful coincidence, its effect is to make you pause, reflect, and possibly choose a path that feels genuinely aligned with your inner self. In both the spiritual and psychological contexts, 1111 serves not just as a number, but as a catalyst for personal development and introspective thinking. As we continue to explore its broader implications, keep in mind how this number might be speaking to you personally. What thoughts do you have when you see 1111, and how do they guide your actions? This reflection can be crucial in understanding the full impact of 1111 on your life. Exploring further the reach of 1111, we find its influence extending into popular media. Across films, books, and music, 1111 often surfaces as a symbol of mystique and intrigue. This segment in popular culture not only entertains, but also reinforces the number's significance in the collective consciousness. Movies and novels frequently use repeated numbers like 1111 to add a layer of mystery or to signal a moment of change. In music, lyrics that reference 1111 might evoke a sense of wonder or destiny, connecting with listeners on a deeper, more spiritual level. This portrayal in the media underscores a universal curiosity and fascination with the number. It demonstrates how a simple numeric sequence can be woven into stories and themes that touch on fate, connection, and the mystery of the universe. And while these media representations are not literal guides, they often encourage viewers and readers to ponder the role of such synchronicities in their own lives, offering a narrative that aligns with the feeling of being part of a larger, interconnected tape program. Given the widespread attention and diverse interpretations of 1111, you might wonder how best to respond if you frequently encounter this number. Seeing 1111 can be a call to action or a moment to pause and reflect. Here are some grounded, practical steps to consider if 1111 appears consistently in your life. First, acknowledge the occurrence without immediately assigning it a mystical meaning. Observe your thoughts, feelings, and what's happening around you when you see 1111. This mindfulness approach can help you become more attuned to your intuition and inner guidance. Write down the details of each occurrence when you notice 1111. Noting the context, your thoughts, and emotions at that time can provide insights over time. Look for patterns or recurring themes that might be emerging in your life. Use the moment of seeing 1111 as a cue to meditate. Meditation can help clear your mind and open you to receive any messages or insights that the universe might be trying to send you. Consider what changes or decisions you are contemplating. Seeing 1119 might be a nudge to focus on certain aspects of your life that require action or resolution. These steps do not push a supernatural agenda, but rather encourage a personal exploration of how such synchronicities can be meaningful. Whether or not you believe in a deeper spiritual connection associated with 1111, these practices can enhance your self-awareness and potentially lead to more conscious decision-making. As with any topic that touches on spiritual or mystical elements, 1111 and its perceived significance are not without their skeptics and critics. It's important to address these perspectives to provide a well-rounded view of the discussion surrounding this number. Skepticism typically revolves around the scientific basis, or lack thereof, for believing in the special significance of any number, including 1111. Critics argue that the human mind is predisposed to find patterns and meanings even where none exist, a phenomenon known as apophenia. This includes seeing repeated numbers. From a psychological standpoint, the frequency illusion, or Baader-Meinhof phenomenon, explains why once we notice something like the number 1111, we might start seeing it everywhere, not because it appears more frequently, but because our attention is drawn to it more. Skeptics suggest that the meanings assigned to 1111 are often so broad that they can be made to fit any number of situations or outcomes. They caution against placing too much emphasis on these synchronicities, warning that it might lead to overlooking more rational explanations for life's events. Despite these criticisms, even skeptics acknowledge that if the practice of noting and reflecting on 1111 leads to positive personal introspection and growth, it can have subjective value. Thus, while the debate between belief and skepticism about 1111 remains, the focus shifts to personal experience and the meaning individuals choose to derive from these occurrences. For many who see 1111 frequently, this number transcends its numerical value, becoming a marker on the path to spiritual awakening. This section explores how 1111 is often viewed as a catalyst for deeper self-realization and the expansion of one's consciousness. In the context of spiritual growth, seeing 1111 might be interpreted as a signal to pay closer attention to your spiritual journey. It is frequently considered a wake-up call from the universe, prompting individuals to look beyond the mundane aspects of their lives and to consider a greater purpose or alignment with the universe's energies. The concept of spiritual awakening involves expanding one's understanding of oneself and the world, developing a heightened sense of empathy, and a deeper connection with others and the natural world. For those attuned to the idea of 1111 acting as a spiritual signal, it can serve as a reminder to stay open to these experiences, encouraging them to pursue paths that may lead to greater fulfillment and understanding. In practical terms, this might mean adopting practices that enhance mindfulness, such as meditation, yoga, or spending time in nature, all aimed at fostering a state where one is more receptive to the subtle messages and synchronicities that life offers. The key takeaway for those experiencing these moments is to use them as opportunities for reflection, allowing the sense of awareness and connectedness fostered by these experiences to guide their actions and decisions. While we wrap up these sections, the narrative of 1111 unfolds as both a subject of curiosity in popular culture and a meaningful symbol for personal and spiritual exploration. Whether one views 1111 through a skeptical lens or accepts it as a sign of deeper spiritual connections, the discussion surrounding this number highlights the diverse ways in which we seek meaning and guidance in our lives. Building on the concept of spiritual awakening, let's consider practical ways to harness the power of 1111 in everyday life. For those who see 1111 as a signal for personal growth or a reminder of their spiritual path, there are several constructive steps that can be taken to deepen this connection and use it as a catalyst for change. One effective approach is to set intentions or affirmations whenever you notice 1111. This could be a moment to pause and affirm your goals and aspirations. Crafting affirmations that align with your deepest values and desires helps to reinforce your commitment to them and can guide your subconscious mind towards these outcomes. Another way to engage with 1111 is to use it as a reminder for gratitude. Each time you see this number, take a few moments to think about what you are grateful for. Gratitude not only shifts your focus from what you lack to what you possess, but also enhances your overall well-being and attracts more positivity into your life. 1111 can serve as a prompt for meditation. When you notice this number, it might be an ideal time to meditate, even if briefly, to clear your mind and connect with your inner self. This practice can help you remain centered and open to receiving insights or guidance. While we conclude our exploration of 1111, it's important to reflect on what we've uncovered about this enigmatic number. From its historical roots to its role in modern media, from spiritual interpretations to practical applications, 1111 serves as a multifaceted symbol that individuals around the world connect with in various meaningful ways. Whether you view 1111 as a mere coincidence or as a significant spiritual message, the value often lies in what you choose to take from these experiences. For some, it might be a source of inspiration or a call to mindfulness. For others, it could represent a deeper quest for understanding and personal alignment with the universe's energies. In any case, the journey with 1111 is deeply personal and subjective. If you find yourself frequently encountering this number, consider how it resonates with your personal beliefs and life experiences. Use it as an opportunity to explore your thoughts and feelings, to ask important questions about your life direction, and to seek out paths that fulfill your spiritual and personal aspirations. By keeping an open mind and exploring these connections, you may discover that 1111 has a unique message just for you, one that encourages you to grow, reflect, and move forward with greater awareness and purpose.